Europe is drowning in fire and mud. On the Western Front, millions have already fallen, yet the deadlock refuses to break. And now, on a quiet stretch of trenches along the River Somme, the British Army prepares for the largest offensive in its history, an attack they believe will finally shatter the German line. But the truth is far darker. The German defences are deeper than anyone imagined. The wire is still standing, and in a few hours, thousands of young soldiers, many fighting their very first battle, will step into a storm they could never have foreseen. This is the story of July 1st, 1916, the bloodiest day in British military history. Stay with us as we uncover what really happened on the Somme. And if you enjoy deep dive history told through clear maps and powerful storytelling, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss the next episode. 1916. Europe is sinking into the most destructive conflict the world has ever endured. On the Western Front, the British, the French, and the Germans have spent nearly 2 years locked in a brutal stalemate. 450 miles of trenches dug into the mud, from the Channel to the Swiss frontier. Millions are dead or wounded, and yet the deadlock holds. Crossing no man's land, that thin stretch of shattered earth between the lines is nearly suicidal. Barbed wire, machine guns, and relentless artillery fire give the defender every advantage. Still, the Allies remain determined. France and Belgium must be liberated, and the Germans pushed back from the ground they seized in the opening months of the war. A joint Anglo-French offensive is planned for the summer of 1916. But Germany makes the first move. In February, they unleash a massive assault on the fortress city of Verdun, drawing in every French reserve that can be found. That means the summer attack will now fall chiefly on British shoulders, the largest offensive the British Army has ever attempted. Its purpose, to relieve pressure on the French at Verdun. The battlefield will be a quiet stretch of front along the River Somme. General Douglas Haig, the new commander of the British Expeditionary Force, would have preferred to strike near Ypres, where the objectives were clearer. But the Somme is where the British and French armies meet, and a combined attack must be launched there. Haig also wishes for more time. His newly raised divisions are barely trained, but France cannot wait. For months, the Somme has been a relatively inactive sector. That calm has allowed Germany to build one of the most formidable defensive systems ever constructed. 2 fully prepared trench lines, a third under construction, each with 3 interconnected trenches, front support and reserve, reinforced by strong points in nearby villages. Machine gun nests are everywhere. Ahead of the trenches lies dense barbed wire. Below them, deep dugouts, some 10 meters down, designed to protect entire platoons from artillery fire. Buried telephone cables keep communications intact even under bombardment. The German troops holding this ground are seasoned, disciplined veterans. They must know we're coming. The assault will be carried out by the British Fourth Army under Lieutenant General Henry Rawlinson, working alongside Haig. Their plan is ambitious. A week-long artillery bombardment using 1,400 guns, meant to shred the German wire, flatten their trenches, and kill or pin down the defenders. 19 enormous mines have also been packed with explosives beneath key German positions, waiting to be detonated at the moment of attack. To the north, the British Third Army will stage a diversion at Gommecourt. Then 16 Anglo-French divisions are expected to advance, meet only light resistance, and secure their objectives. The attack is set for 7:30 a.m. in broad daylight, so British gunners can observe their fire. Morale is high. Many soldiers believe the bombardment has already won the day. More than a few units are PALS battalions, friends who enlisted together in 1914, now going into their first great battle. but troubling reports begin to circulate. The artillery has not done its job. More than 1.6 million shells have been fired, yet many are duds. The British lack heavy guns, and most crews are inexperienced. In many places, the wire remains untouched. The German dugouts have protected the defenders, who will emerge untouched when the barrage lifts. Worse still, through interrogation of prisoners and eavesdropping on unencrypted telephone lines, the Germans know exactly when and where the attack is coming. At 7:20, the first mine, beneath the Hawthorne redoubt, detonates in a column of smoke and earth. 10 minutes later, more mines erupt along the front. At 7:30, the barrage lifts and shifts to the German rear. The Anglo-French infantry begin their advance. The Germans climb from their dugouts and open fire immediately. A long-standing myth claims the British walked slowly into machine gun fire. In truth, only a few units did. Many others had already moved into no man's land during the bombardment to shorten the final rush. But it makes little difference. In the northern sector, British troops are caught in the open, funneled into gaps in the uncut wire, and cut down in rows. Some units achieve extraordinary success. Near Thiepval, the 36th Ulster Division storms the Schwaben redoubt, but without support on the flanks, they are forced to withdraw by nightfall. The 32nd Division takes the Leipzig redoubt. Near La Boisselle, the 34th Division captures the massive Lochnagar crater, but these gains are isolated, far short of their intended goals. Throughout the First World War, one of the greatest challenges for commanders is simply knowing what is happening. Field radios are unreliable. Telephone lines are constantly cut by shell fire. Runners, signal flags, lamps, even carrier pigeons are used, but all are slow or uncertain. As a result, artillery is often fired according to a timetable, not the actual progress of the infantry. If the infantry falls behind, they lose the protective barrage and are left exposed. Observation from balloons and aircraft helps, but only when weather and air superiority permit it. On July 1st, British commanders will spend hours, and in some cases days, trying to learn where their men have broken through and where they have been annihilated. They cannot adjust the plan in time. Farther south, the picture is different. Despite heavy losses, the 21st and 7th Divisions capture Mametz and isolate Fricourt, which the Germans abandon that night. On the right, the 18th and 30th Divisions secure Montauban by 11 a.m. Beside them, the veteran French Nagantec Corps achieves all its objectives and takes 2,500 prisoners. The Germans had not expected the attack to stretch so far south and were less prepared. Most importantly, French heavy guns prove far more effective at cutting wire and destroying strongpoints. At 9:30 a.m., French colonial troops storm forward south of the Somme, capturing everything in front of them and seizing another 3,000 prisoners. But despite southern success, the first day of the Somme is a catastrophe for Britain. German losses total roughly 12,000, the French around 7,000, but the British suffer 57,000 casualties in a single day, nearly 20,000 of them killed. July 1st, 1916 becomes the bloodiest day in the history of the British Army, and it is only the beginning. The battle grinds on for 4 more months, ending in November as cold rain turns the trenches into rivers of mud. By then, the Allies have advanced barely 10 miles at a cost of 430,000 British, 200,000 French, and 450,000 German casualties. The Somme becomes one of the deadliest battles in human history. To many in Britain, it is remembered simply as a tragedy, proof of poor leadership and futile sacrifice. But for those who fought, and for those who waited at home, the Somme was something else as well. A terrible but necessary struggle. France held at Verdun. Germany was worn down. and the British Army learned the brutal lessons it would need to survive and eventually triumph on the Western Front. The Somme was agony, but it was also a turning point, one of the many slow, painful steps on the long road to victory. The Battle of the Somme ended in mud, exhaustion, and nearly 1 million casualties. It did not bring the swift victory the Allies hoped for, but it changed everything. France held the line at Verdun. Germany began to bleed, and the British Army learned the brutal lessons it needed to survive the rest of the war. If you'd like to continue this journey through the First World War, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss the next chapter in this series. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next campaign.